All right, so here's our number one for the error analysis. So as I solve this, your job is just to watch. Do not write down what I'm writing on your sheet. Just watch and see if you can't find my error. And if you find the error that I make, then maybe somewhere on your sheet you would just want to jot that down, like, oh, I did this or I did that, just so you remember. And then you're going to stop it after I'm done with number one, and you're going to go ahead and solve it correctly and then talk about the error that I made with the space provided. All right, so here I go. Number one, x plus 24 equals 36. Well, my first step is to draw a line to split my sides, so I'm going to do that. Okay, and then my second step is to isolate x. All right, here's x. So I'm going to do minus 36 minus 36. Okay, and then when I do that, I get x by itself, and x would equal 0, because 36 minus 36 is 0. So x actually equals 0. And when I check it, I go, instead of x, I'm going to use 0. So 0 plus 24 should equal 36. See if you can figure out what I did wrong, because that is not correct. So we need to figure that out. And this will be number 2 on your sheet now. It's another error analysis. Now this time, keep in mind, we're working with a word problem. Okay, so I'm going to walk through how we read a word problem, and then you're going to go ahead and watch me solve it and see what I did wrong. I'm going to have a variable, which is on your sheet. There's a whole line for you to identify your variable. I'll be doing that, and then I'll be solving, creating my equation and solving. So Amanda was going shopping. She spent $13 on meat and some more money on eggs. Altogether, Amanda spent $17. How much money did Amanda spend on eggs? It says identify the variable and solve the equation. So first I want to identify my variable. My variable would be, you guys already have this written down. You can just watch me as I do this one, though, because this is the error analysis part. The variable must be, let's see here, well, how much money was spent. And I'm going to use, that's a question mark, I know that's really sloppy. How much money was spent, and that's going to equal, I'm going to use S for money spent. Okay? Now, I have to make my equation. I'm going to go ahead and make my pen a little thicker. This is not working very well. Maybe it doesn't let me when we're in record mode, so keep that in mind when you're doing this on your own. So I'm going to go ahead now and make my equation. So I think that it must be, well, he has $13.17 money, $13.17, and we're trying to figure out how much money was spent. So it would be 13 plus 17. And 13 plus 17 is it 30? It is 30. So my answer is $30 spent. See now in your groups if you can figure out what I did wrong, and then go ahead and do it correctly on your sheet.